You're good.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like told slash realized that I really um let Falcon do whatever he wants too much.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I beat a Falcon, I really just feel like I'm beating the other player, not Falcon.
Sure.
Um, so I watched a little bit of Plup, and he goes fucking hard. So I was
Yeah.
hoping to watch a little bit of Plup, like a game or two, and then a couple like a game or two of mine,
Okay.
and then sort of see like where I need to move things around. It doesn't have to take long.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'll link you. Um, there's that, and then where is? How do I get the Slippy file?
Channel equals Captain Clipper.
Can I drag and drop the Slippy file, or would that not work?
You might be able to if it's like out of your Windows folder or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, just double clicks on it. Maybe I copy? By copy pasting. It might not let me. No, it won't even let me.
I mean, okay, so press the plus button
On Slippy or on the file?
on Discord,
Oh, okay.
right, and attach the file. So you probably need to navigate to the.
Okay, I'm looking. Users, documents. How do I get to that? Oh, okay. Um,
Did you
it
find it?
was 8:07 a.m. I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay. Sweet. That somehow worked. Then I'll
Good.
just do the next one.
Got it.
Okay. All right. We can probably do those after though. And then if you want to watch like a game of Plup, that would be good.
Sure.
Because right now I really feel like I don't have like a baseline. Because I'm so fucking scared of Falcon. And I
Mm-hmm.
always have been, but man, does it really show, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it is really hard to win matchups whenever you're like scared, right?
Yeah.
So usually it's like, so why do you feel like you're scared? Do you feel like you're just more used to like what they can do to you versus what you can do to them?
I think I have a decent like idea of like punch game, but it's really neutral that I feel like I just don't understand. Like I feel like it's supposed to be better for me, and it's probably because there's something I'm just not doing. And like people say Plup is like shits on Falcon, and he definitely did.
He does.
So there's a couple things already kind of figured out. Like he'll do like run up, like crouch up tilt, or he'll just like get up in their face and like just crouch. I want to see like why he does that and what I'm doing instead of that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, crouch is hard for Falcon to deal with, right? I mean, whenever you
You
fuck
know?
up, you get like, I mean, you could get like stopped or kneed, but the idea is that like Duntanis are very slow, so you can try and shield on reaction play around those, right?
You know.
All right. Let's see. Let's fast forward and get into the game. Jesus, they had like 3.5 minutes of talking before they got into the game.
Hmm. Like, what is this? Is this from this year? It doesn't look like it.
June. Oh no,
Oh,
this is highlights. Oh, they had over 3.5 minutes. Cool.
holy shit.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let's back up to This is from. This is right. This is
Yeah.
real. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, so like that. I've never seen that before. That
This
like Nair.
the Nair. I mean, this is just like it's a read on him moving out of shield, right?
Mm.
And then he just converts into a grab. It seems like he's just ready for the scramble situation, but I don't think that's anything more than like being ready, reading him acting out of shield. This Nair's purposely crossed up though. Yeah, so he's doing a lot of like this shield pressure sequence is like this. So he like does a back air and then he nairs to catch Gatsu if you were to like stomp out a shield.
Mm-hmm.
Well, almost got owned. Nice movement. Should be a kill. Yep, you're dead. What the oh my god, I accidentally hit 0 instead of right. Okay, let's back up and see what has happened in neutral.
It looks pretty standard so far, right? But yeah, so he'll do this, where he just like fucking runs at them.
Well, yeah, this is running underneath stomp in there, right? Do you never do this?
No, never. I run away from them.
Okay, so the idea is like if Falcon decides to overshoot an aerial, like you can't run away from him, right? Because like he's just gonna fly across the stage and hit you. Right, so Falcon overshoots an aerial, like pretty much wherever you are, like he's going to overshoot you. But the trade-off is like, well, you usually see it with like Nair instead, but like he tucks his legs up to a ball whenever he stomps, or like he twists his body whenever he stomps, and so like those things don't hit like directly below them or early on, so you can dash underneath instead and get the center. If you watch like a lot of like Zane versus Falcon as well, you will get to see him dash under Nair a lot. So she can just also do this. This is something that you may want to think about doing. You see how he just runs right underneath the Nair? That wasn't even like particularly overshot. But like that's where like, because if you like run away, then sometimes you just still get hit, right? So you can like dash forward, and then if they like try to overshoot, then suddenly they're in the corner, and then you're in the center, and then obviously that's going to be great for you as the Sheik player coming against Falcon because you know he's probably going to have to jump at some point to approach.
Yeah.
So that's a big factor. Yeah, I mean that happened again here, right? You seeing it? See, he just dashes under Nair. So you want to use
because
more.
Because Falcon doesn't want to get grabbed, so he's more inclined to jump, so he doesn't get grabbed.
Yeah, and also like Falcon just like has to jump to fight, right? That's one of his problems, which is just like his grounded moves don't do very much.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, that's really big right there. So I don't know why he's doing this or what it loses to. I just see him run up tilt. The up tilt specifically. Like, is he doing that to like stuff a shield option, or because he knows it's safe, or because like that's just like broken?
So okay, so you know how up tilt works on shield, right?
No.
Okay, so the second hit of up tilt is safe on shield. The first hit is the one that's shield grabbable. But if they try to, but it's like, okay, say you up tilt my shield, and then I try to shield grab you after the second hit. You can actually just up tilt again, and then you'll beat me.
Oh my god.
That's how up tilt works on shield. Let's see. I need a calculator. So, up tilt. Hit 2. Yeah. So hit 2 is the shield stun is 3. And character, move, Sheik, up tilt. And you can see that it hits as late as frame 24, and it's got 3 shield stun. So, and you can act out on frame 26. So as you can see, if you're hitting on the last frame, that's 27, and then you're actually plus.
Okay.
So that's so it's two things, right? One, he's taking advantage of up tilt second hit being actually pretty safe on shield. So guts, and then two, he's behind the shield. So he's taking advantage of Falcon having like lower range there. And then he just goes with Nair afterwards because again he's like reading a stomp out of shield. But like you can just go up and up tilt people like this, kind of, if they aren't going to be ready to grab between the two hits of your up tilt, then
In this case,
you're
couldn't,
actionable
yeah.
first.
Okay. That would be so stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't even really do anything, but I guess it's like whatever.
It's like a morale boost for the Falcon.
Yeah, so he's just like going
didn't
for the
work
same
that
up
time.
tilt, right? But that's because like so he had a read that Gatsu was going to like stand in place or he was going to try and shield, because he probably did this, saying this looks like a dash. It could be a dash attack, but yeah, he probably did it from a little too far away. But it's the same idea. Nice.
So that Nair is safe because he faded it away.
Yeah, and also like if you fast fall the Nair like this, then it's a drift away thing. It's also a fast fall thing that made it safe because he hit this Nair. Okay, so even though he does this Nair rising, it doesn't actually matter if he does the Nair rising or not. Okay. It matters whether the Nair is like rising or falling at the time he hits Gatsu's shield.
Okay.
So at this point, by the time he hits Gatsu's shield, one, he's spaced as you can see, and then two, he's falling. So even though he did this Nair super early, even though it's an early aerial, it's hitting Gatsu's shield as if it's a late aerial and then he's fast falling it. So this is completely safe shield pressure. And then, furthermore, he follows up with the extremely fast tilt. So that's like knowing the frame data. Like, does it make sense that it's not about whether you do your aerial early or late? It's about whether you hit their shield in a rising direction or a falling direction.
Yeah, you have really good frame data, but it's really how you like use it in this case. But yeah, it makes sense that the Nair makes sense.
Okay. Does it make sense that the fact that it's like he hits him while he's on the way down makes the fact that he like did the aerial instantly irrelevant?
Yeah. The startup of the Nair doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because it's about
this...
like you're doing your shield stun and then you're landing.
Yeah. That was a very weird combo.
Alright, murdered. Wait, let's see the start of this game. Alright, what happens here? Okay.
Is he doing like the same run crouch with that forward tilt? Yeah. It looks like he is.
Yeah, it's run crouch. You can do this just by quarter circling. And he does that to read a jump. And you can do this to Falcon because he has to jump in order to hit you. Unless if he's going to like random side B, right?
Yeah.
But otherwise, if he wants a meaningful hit, he has to jump. So that's why he can do that.
Was so gross. Jab safe too, right?
Jab? No, jab is not safe. But like you can space it so it's like kind of safe.
Mm-hmm. I noticed Justin will like jab dash back a lot.
Yeah, he like spaces his jab when he dashes back. So that makes it like kind of safe. Sure, do whatever you want. Yeah, so this time Gatsu beats him. So this time Gatsu beats him for it, right? Because he tries to do this, run up forward tilt, but Gatsu blocks this time. But you have to keep in mind that like one, he did this run up forward tilt because I mean it literally worked earlier in this game, and two, if he went for a similar like run up tilt that he did in game one, then it would have been better. Of course, Gatsu could have still shield grabbed him between the hits of up tilt as we talked about, but you almost like get kind of a mix up with that. Not only that, but you also get a mix up with just like if you were to run up and grab.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say it seems like now if they keep just fucking shielding, that's what you want, right? Because now you just get to grab them all the time.
Yeah.
But that was a fast up air. Oh my god.
Okay. True combos. Don't care. Okay. Died. Yeah, same thing. Right. And then like forward tilt and up tilt functions similarly here. Ow. But up tilt's like a little more annoying to try and crouch cancel punish, right? Just because of how good the second hit is, and it's like multi hits, so it might fuck them up.
And it hits high too.
Yeah, it's better at hitting people like directly on top of you. Bodied. That's a good crouch. What happened here? Huh. I wonder if he missed the wave dash here.
It looks like he tried to do the crouch up tilt, but maybe got a jump out.
Well, yeah, I mean, he definitely jumped here. I just like, maybe he meant to wave dash. Because he definitely goes airborne right before getting hit by an air.
Yeah, it looked like he crouched. He uses a lot of down air, which is kind of strange. I haven't really seen that.
Yeah. I don't know that much about it. It's a weird move. It's not as bad as Sheik players pretend it is. Because I mean it does have a lot of like negative disjoint associated with it, but it's not as bad as Sheik players like to pretend it is because like there's still like weird hurtbox contortion stuff going on. Okay, so same thing where he just like goes for dash under and then he's like still crouch canceling.
This
So
time it looks like he just ran up and dashed and then reacted, because he did a run up, like crouch cancel jab.
okay, well the way this works, right, is like if Gatsu nairs forward, then he's gonna dash underneath it and it's gonna whiff him and it's gonna whiff entirely. But he's also at 0, so he can hold down and then crouch cancel if this nair hits him and get a punish.
Yeah, it looks like even if he
Which
wasn't like super good micro holding down, you just inherently hold down because of how crouch up tilt works.
uh which I mean, to be honest, he probably should have grabbed, but instead of jabbing. But whatever. Yeah, you see, this is what happens whenever they try to shield grab the second hit of up tilt.
Just dash back.
Yeah, because again, you have enough frames so that you can avoid it.
I need to practice that.
Yeah, so even in our worst case here, where the weak hit is frames 19 to 24, and then you get 3 frames, so then it's 19, 20, 21. and then shield grab doesn't come out until frame 28. So you have 4 frames to get away from the grab, which is plenty of time. Yeah. You would have 4 frames to get away from the grab or like spot dodge or roll, which is that's so much time. So the second hit is like absolutely safe like that. Okay, just tries to read the jump there. Ow.
I'm under the assumption that they never try to do that. That's always an accident.
Yeah. Usually it's supposed to be a buffer roll. Oh god, transforms? Get this shit out of my face.
Yeah, this ain't gonna help.
Dummy. Shouldn't try to grab
Knee
that.
grab is so dumb.
Okay, let's see this. Nice call out. And does he just kill him off? No, not quite. So it looks like he doesn't actually like go for grab on landing a lot. He goes for tilts on landing a lot.
A jab. Wonder if it's because he doesn't want to get dash backed or like CC jabbed.
Yeah, probably like because grab is kind of small, so like whenever you tilt, you use a big hitbox and like grab. So the thing is, like grabbing works really well and easily on opponents who are like bad and never do crazy drifts. But as soon as you face someone who's like proficient at controlling their drift, then they can like fast fall or like no fast fall and then drift backwards at the last second just enough to land outside the grab. So in that case, you can just hit them with the tilt instead because tilt is so much larger and it's also faster than grab. So I would bet that's the rationale behind that. Nice wait.
Yeah, that's that jab dash back.
No, I just got me doing it earlier. Real silly. Okay.
All right, I think we can maybe
So
transfer
yeah,
over
let's
to
watch
fly
this
games.
stuff instead. New.
Oh, you can queue up? That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure that Omni-Man. Whoops, missed the wave dash. Let's see. Interesting. So what made you decide to like dash, like act out of shield at this moment? So here's this.
I don't know, honestly. I think I was still, like, I think I was just scared because like I couldn't believe the up smash didn't hit him. And yeah, I don't know what I'm shielding. It's not even near me yet.
Yeah, this is a whole different interaction. So it does look like you're reflex shielding, but then you like jumped.
I maybe wanted to hit him, like fair him,
Well,
but like way too late.
Yeah, it's pretty late to try to do that, right? Because at this point, like he already has a hitbox out, so you jumping into him pretty much just gets you hit by his hitbox.
Yeah.
So if you're going to try to stuff him, you need to like have your hitbox out first usually, or you need to wait for like his hitbox to end and then you get a whiff punish. But if you're gonna stuff, you need to have your hitbox out first, so it require a little more of a read, right? Like you see Plup do like the super preemptive like full hop nair and full hop fair. He's basically like reading a jump out of shield at those spots. Yeah, like that. Yeah, something like this. Like this just says like, oh, you're not very experienced in your punish on Falcon, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I should just tilt there instead of nair. I should just up tilt.
Yeah, you could have up tilted or down tilted again. It would have been fine. Good crouch. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I like don't know what to do when he's on ledge like that.
Right here?
Yeah, just whenever I throw him like towards the ledge, when he has ledge, I don't know what to do.
So...
Maybe I need to get further away.
Yeah, so like this back throw is just like you play an immediate 50-50. So as soon as you back throw him here, you need to play you play an immediate 50-50. He's gonna do one of two things, right? Or one of three things. He's either, to be honest, I thought he would be able to snap to the ledge here, but like he didn't. So like if he doesn't snap to the ledge, then one of two things happens, right? He's either gonna double jump sweet spot the ledge, or he's gonna double jump aerial. So you just pick an option that like hard beats one of those two things.
Okay.
So like right here, nairing right here kind of does nothing. I'm not really sure what this nair was for. Maybe, maybe the way you did this. Normally, whenever you do a hitbox immediately, or like you wait like half a second to do a hitbox, that usually means you're reading a double jump aerial. So maybe you meant to like play around him doing a double jump aerial, but you just like mistimed it and didn't like necessarily know like the spacing or hitbox to use.
Yeah.
But in this spot, yeah, you definitely just like immediately take a guess between whether you're going to try to punish him for double jump sweet spotting the ledge or punish him for double jump aerialing. And that's just a straight 50-50.
Yeah, like I'm not even on the ground. I only know how to do Pharaoh back air. And it's like it just gets destroyed.
You could have like forward tilt to double jump aerial. Yeah, that's the spot where you should use that up tilt instead. All this is like more of an awkward scramble than anything. So like everything's starting from here. So you get near, it doesn't really do much to you, and then he whiffs, and you're like facing the wrong way, and you crouch, but you like jump instead of getting a punish. And you just jump in front of him and get grabbed. So probably I feel like at the very least you would have been able to like after this crouch right here, you could have been able to dash attack him. But,
yeah, or just grab.
Yeah, I think you like were not reacting. You're not like reacting very well to things that are happening. This feels a lot like, oh, I'm just getting overwhelmed and I'm stuck. Hilarious. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay, so this forward tilt. This is a big forward tilt. Yeah, okay. So what's happening is like your kind of like sequence events off of your other moves is kind of like not completely straight. Because it's like after that forward tilt hits, so you jump immediately. So as if you're gonna hit him with forward tilt there. But you can probably like walk forwards a little bit first. Because like here you see he DIs out on the forward tilt, right? And then whenever you jump immediately, you don't get a chance to do anything. So I would say probably like if you like dash jump here, you probably get something.
Or you just grab.
Or Pluff would have been a god like down tilted or something. Oops. So a lot of this game, it feels like whenever you're like trying to, like you're doing things that as if like, oh, like I'm going to like stuff a hitbox, right? You're saying you're going to stuff a hitbox, but then you're doing it like the timing which you do it is like you're doing it on reaction to them jumping, which means that if they do an early aerial, they already have a hitbox out and they're the ones stuffing you. So if you're going to stuff a hitbox from Falcon, like you need to be reading him jumping already, and then like beat him to the punch there. And otherwise, you just go for a crouch cancel or whip punish. So to kind of illustrate that, let's see some spots where you try to stuff a hitbox. That's so fucking bad there. So that's fine. But like look at the timing with you forward tilt and this works. You know, you already start your forward tilt by the time he jumps. Then that one's fine. That one's fine. Good grab. Unlucky. Yeah. So that was a successful hitbox stuff attempt. He jumped out into it. That's about the timing you need to do it. So then, like starting from here is like whenever things start getting bad. That one, he gets his arrow out first, but you see how for like this one, by the time you jump, he's like already flying at you. So you need to have like read this jump ahead of time.
Yeah, I'm like airborne just because that's all I know how to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Crazy gamer. What an epic gamer.
Yeah, you need to be like, whenever you go to stuff areas, you need to be like you need to be like out and above him like way earlier than you are right now. Because right now, the way you're playing is basically you saying it's like, I want to forward tilt on reaction to your jump. But if you're going to forward, but like the timing for you to forward tilt and like beat his aerial is different from the timing where you're going to stuff his aerial with your own aerial.
I'm playing them like the same timing?
Yeah. You're trying to do it all at the same timing, I think. And also the spacing. A lot of times you're like behaving as if they're the same offense. So like right here, like if instead of like having charged needles here, you had been faring already, then you probably would have beat his ass.
Yeah, I'm definitely not like looking at what he's doing when I do aerials a lot of the time. I'm just like hoping that he doesn't decide to try and hit me.
Yeah, I mean, you're like up airing there, which is like, I guess if he does full jump forward, then you might get a fat combo off of it. So I don't necessarily mind this thing. But it's just like kind of a consistent pattern, I guess, of you not being experienced with him with stuffing his aerials. Because you see, like, the timing wherever you like forward tilt to beat this jump is like pretty late. But if you're going to jump to beat his jump, you also have to take into account your jump squat and travel time.
These are more than enough for what I want. That's just great. That is just great. You can just see that.
Yep.
Excellent. That is exactly what I want. So
You ever double jab here?
I know that it works sometimes, but I don't really know what I'm looking for. Like, I only jab because I know that you should jab. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with a jab.
I mean, so the idea of the jab is that you just like jab, reset them, and then force a normal stand, and then you re-grab them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes they SDI it, and the double jab is just to like fuck up their SDI timing, basically.
Okay.
So people will do like double jab and then up tilt here. If they SDI the second jab up as well, then you up tilt them and they're in the airborne. They're airborne. They can't do anything about it. Or they'll do like double jab and then like up air. But like I asked that because at the beginning of the game, and then now he SDI'd up your jab. So it seems to me that you can probably double jab here instead to mess with his SDI timing. Okay, well that's just unfortunate. Okay, let's see. So down tilt. Why didn't this work? I want to say it's probably because you like wasted time jabbing. Yeah, so you like wasted time jabbing here. So you down tilted, and then I actually think you were probably, maybe you meant to just grab here, but you accidentally jabbed, and then you lost some time, and you went for boost grab, and then he was right behind you. So that situation had already played out. After missing the first grab, like, it's over. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Move on to the next. That's a pretty weak conversion. So, like, right here?
That's a forward tilt.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and furthermore, like, your spacing that you set up at is, like, not very ideal for stuffing his hitboxes. Like, when you're looking at Plup stuffing his hitboxes, Plup's, like, standing a lot closer. Okay. Nice. Ow.
I would just crouch there instead of just hold shield the entire time.
Well, it's definitely scary. Yeah, see how much
That
earlier?
was really close. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like close and you jumped early. That's pretty much the money.
Okay, I think that's a pretty good foundation.
Yeah. So let's go for let's try and finish out this set and then see. Oh, this is good because this is on the same stage.
He's so much closer.
Yeah.
He's like never far away.
Which makes sense, right? It's like generally like if your character has like better frame data, then it's going to be easier for you to stay on top of them. Because like if y'all are scrambling and hitting buttons at the same time, then like the character whose hitboxes come out faster just wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a big thing of like why he just like can stay on top of him the whole time. Oops. Well.
Okay, so like,
Wow.
against down smash, it's like
Insane.
sure, I'm listening. Well, like, you can like do the type, but like I don't know.
He's also just like way more grounded than you.
Mm-hmm.
Like look at how much like tilt usage he has. Like lots of dash attack and then dash attack and then tilt and then only now does he go for the aerial. But like run up and up tilt. Most of the time whenever he jumps, it's like he usually jumps in a spot where he has a reason to jump, and usually that reason is like he's stuffing. But generally in neutral, he's just like staying very grounded. Yeah, and this probably has to do with just like crouch cancel stuff and Sheik's normals being really good. And he even like combos with the tilts, right? Because and you also need to combo with tilts in order to hit hard as Sheik, right? Because basically with Sheik it's just like unless if it's up air, as soon as you like hit them with an aerial, your combo is like pretty much done, right? You like forward air them or you back air them, and it's just like, oh okay, next interaction. So the tilts are how he extends it. Same thing with this up tilt, by the way. He's on the backside of his shield, and then he can just play, grab or immediate hitbox in order to either catch jump or to catch a roll. You see double jab there. Gatsu's good, so he STI'd both. Alright. Murdered. I knew the set wasn't going to be close, so I did not watch it.
Oh yeah, I think the only person that took a game was
Mewtwo King got 2.
Yeah, I think Wizzy got 1 and Mewtwo King got 2.
Yeah. Weird. Wow, that crouch.
So let's see what he goes from the back air. Okay, he goes for run off or like wave dash off.
Well, he's
aerial,
also back
the...
throwing from way closer to the ledge. Keep in mind compared to your situation. You were back throwing him from probably like where Falcon is now instead of where Plump is now. And that makes like a huge difference because like that completely changes things because like then it's easier for Falcon to snap to ledge. Like when you back throw him from the very edge like Plump is doing here, you know for sure that this dude is going off stage. So right here, what's he do? And then he just like hard, and this is like what gives you that 50-50, right? This is what I was talking about. He just like immediately 50-50 him between is Gatsu going to do a double jump aerial or is he going to do a double jump sweet spot? And Gatsu chose double jump sweet spot and Plup beats him up for it. Grounded. Nice SDI.
No, this is no way play around her trade stuff. Especially if I really so much in playing bubbles.
Ow.
Which is less expensive. Yeah. Oh, is it that like I know. But getting good gel is actually pretty worth it.
I don't know what the fuck all of that was.
That was a bit of weird.
Some
Pups like, what the
movement
fuck?
They're both like, yo, I'm grounded, dog. Yeah, so that was some SDI counterplay. Right, so it's like,
Double
okay,
jab.
double jab, then immediately forward tilts. So like,
Okay.
you can even just do single jab and then forward tilt here, whatever. The point is just like, if they show that they're ready to SDI it, then you just like jab and then up tilt or forward tilt. Oh, nice. Yeah, he takes advantage of like dashing forward in order to stay grounded against Falcon's overshoots a lot. And then just finds an opening off of that. Okay. Oops, that sucks. Yeah, it looks like he's finding an awkward distance too, so I'm trying to think of this in a way that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So let's look at Falcon's trajectories, right? Turn off that one. Let's do FD again. Okay. So in terms of this, a lot of where you're standing right now is right here. I gotta find this distance again. So this is your distance where you're choosing to act.
Mm-hmm.
But Pluff's distance where he's choosing to act is like right here.
Okay.
And then you
That's a little way closer.
Yeah, and you mentioned like how close you are. But like basically, okay, if you imagine like Falcon's like character movement, like if he does an aerial here, he just goes full forward, like where does he end up? Like pretty much like actually just past where you were standing, because he goes so far. So you're like trying to stuff him from like way back here, but Plup is stuffing him from like right here. And then so like this is like an awkward middle ground distance for Captain Falcon that you're wanting to aim for. That's like because basically against most characters are like there's an area they can hit you, and then like after that is the area they cannot hit you. But with Falcon, it's like he has this little sphere around him that like he can hit by doing an aerial immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then he like has a big zone like this that he can't hit easily. He has to do like some sort of like weird like drift and delayed aerial to hit right here. And then he has like this range out here that he'll just like overshoot and hit whenever he wants. So your goal is to stay. Most characters, like your goal would be like to stay here, and then you can beat them up for landing. But since Falcon goes so far, your goal is to stay between this zone that he can hit immediately and this zone where he can overshoot to immediately. So you want to be standing like this distance from him the whole time, and then you can abuse him with tilts. So,
all right.
Yeah, and then you see like Plup runs underneath here, and then he forward tilts or up tilts here, because if Falcon goes for like a delayed aerial and he overshoots, then he's just going to get hit by a tilt here. But at the same time, like he's not so close that Falcon can just like instant up air and hit him in the face. So Falcon like has to try to move forward and jump and do an aerial, and it's just like this is like kind of a soft spot for Falcon where it's like very hard for him to reach. So I think the key really does lie in terms of like where you're spacing relative to Falcon much of the time. Because like all your interactions are basically taking place from like the entire screen away. Even like right here, like you chose to charge needles here, and then right here, like this is where you reacted, right? You're blah blah blah. Right here, this is where you reacted. You're like in shield, because I don't know why you're in shield, but like he up airs and then you like freak out and you like roll away. But you should be like going towards him.
So if I dash under there, I would have center and he'd be in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like, you know, this nair worked because like let's look at the distance, right? You're so much closer.
Yeah, I'm at the spot.
Yeah. You want to stay closer to him than you think you want to. Like that was pretty good. That was pretty bad because again, so let's look at this distance. See? You forward tilt and he's like starting from here.
Yeah, it looks like I'm shielding because I think he can hit me when he can't.
Yeah. So you're just like, yeah, and that lines up with what you were saying, right? You're like, oh, like, I think I'm just scared of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you just need to, I mean, so it's like, he's starting from over here, and it feels like, you know, he's starting, if he were here and you were here, this would be great for you, but since he was here, you need to be like here.
Okay.
And then, like, you know, he can hit you. Yeah. He can't hit you. Because, like, let's look at how he does, like, his up air, right? You can see how... Let me back up. Okay, so he's about to dash back. Alright, right here. And then you're in shield, and, like... it's very awkward. So let's pretend that you're, like... standing, and we just want to like look at his hitboxes.
Yeah, so if I was like 2 feet closer, like I was,
like if you were like right here, then you would have just hit him before he had anything else. But like now he has time to get something out because you're actually like trying to play outside of his range, which puts you in his range.
Yeah. Okay.
The spot where he can't hit is actually like just like kind of close to him. And again, like that interaction is like forever far away.
Yeah, it seems like I'm winning like almost all interactions where I'm at the right distance.
Yeah, which is not shocking, right? Like this is pretty much like how the character hitboxes and properties interact. Like that was a really good up tilt. You know, if he hadn't been rapid jabbing in the wrong direction and he had done an aerial at you, you probably would have up tilted him. See, and you're like trying to space him out from really far away, and like it just like if he just delays his aerial or drifts it back a little bit, then it like doesn't work. You're basically not playing in a position where you can like proactively challenge him. This was okay, actually. This was also, if you had just stood here, then this would have been nice. This, you were just not able to, like, get far enough to cross this shield up. Oh, that's good. That was good.
Yeah, there goes again where I, like, didn't lose that interaction.
Yeah, this is good spacing right here. And then even here, he crouches and you grab him, right? You grab him. Okay, you don't grab him.
I should have grabbed him.
Okay, but you get the idea.
I do get the idea, yeah.
And then, like, so then this one is, like, a little more dangerous because it's, like, I mean, you're, like, right next to him, so it's a little more dangerous because he could, like, instant hitbox. But fortunately, it's a little different because, like, he's in shield. So
also, like, I'd say,
out.
like, 70% of these should just be up tilt.
Yeah, whenever you're behind his shield, definitely just up tilt his shield. Up tilt the back of his shield. Yeah, again, too far. This is an excellent spot to dash forward, by the way. Not this one, but this one.
Mm-hmm.
If you had dashed forward
double
here.
Double jumped?
Yeah. This
That's
is
weird.
Pretty common from Falcon, I think. But you can dash forward. and then maybe it's no. This must be
You
the
would have
one
just
where,
had no double jump facing away from center.
yeah. This one is also an excellent one to dash forward on instead of jumping backwards. Again, so you took this interaction from this distance, which is way too far. But like, okay, let's say you are standing still here. Let's look at where Falcon's hitbox is. You know, like he's full hopping here, and you actually just got kneed out of the air here. But like, let's give him credit. Say he did this on reaction. Like, even if he had like instant nared right here, and you were just like, you could have just like, and you were here, you could a little bit behind this poof. This used to be the needle. Then you can see like if you just like walked or dashed forward, you would have gone completely underneath his hitbox.
Yeah. Okay.
So staying at that distance accomplishes your ability to both stuff him with aerials and tilts, as well as like walk underneath him doing overshoot hitboxes.
Dude, it's so crazy how I cannot understand like 80% of the matchup and still take games and shit off people. It's like sad but also inspiring, right? Like I'm like, man, I'm so bad, but like so is everybody else.
Yeah, most people are very bad. That's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Alright, sweet. That is very helpful.
Yeah, that's good.
Fucking scheming.
All right. I'm going to cut off the recording here.